Alright, this is Noah, HuskeHardcore here. Gonna talk about the post game of the Broncos Titans game. It was one we should have won. We gave it away. I thought our team played pretty decent through most of the game. I think there was a bad coaching decision that ended up losing the game for us. I will probably talk a lot of trash on this bad coaching decision here in a minute. I mean, it's definitely coming up. But there's also a lot of good things I saw from John Fox that I do like, that I expected from him, and it's just weird that he changed it uh, on this one play call. Let's get into the game here. Orton had a pretty decent game, I thought. Was able to move the ball in the second half. I did one of the good things about Fox. He likes to run the ball a lot, but opened up the second half, and sometimes you got to throw the ball to open up the run. And that's what I kind of think that we did a little bit. Didn't have much big success from the run after that, but we were able to move the ball. I believe it was an 8-minute drive, 80 yards, got the touchdown. It was looked good. Ate up a lot of time on the clock. Something I expect from Fox that I like a lot. Keep the ball out of their hands, and things were going pretty good and smooth at that point. Orton finished the day with 24 completions, 39 attempts, 173 yards, and two touchdowns and two interceptions. First interception, ball sailed. Threw it over Decker. Decker could have probably was open, might would have had a big catch if it didn't sail on him. Don't know if he got distracted. I know they brought the blitz there. McGahee was able to pick it up pretty close to him, but it was an errant throw and an interception. Second interception, end of the game, coming back. Decker was open. It would have probably got us the first down. Definitely would have put us into the field goal range. Um, Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. I think that was the second or third tip at the line of scrimmage of the game. And Tennessee was just able to come up with the catch. So Tennessee had a lot of good, lucky kind of plays that happened throughout the game. I'll go through it as I kind of go through. Um, I kind of liked what I saw out of our offense. Like I said, good time position, couple third downs we could have gotten on. I thought we did better with penalties and negative yards plays. Um, it was a pretty decent game for us, and that's why it kind of hurts so bad that we lost. And it comes all to, we all know what this decision is, but we'll get to it 'cause that'll be probably the main talking part. Defensive wise, we held them to 38 yards of net rushing. Chris Johnson was 13 carries, 21 yards, really good. Their kicker, one of the other lucky plays they were able to get, had 21 yards rushing too on his one carry. Bad snap. We forced him to punt. Got around to the outside and kept running. Got the first down. Got him in good field position. And I don't remember. I believe they had a scoring. I think that was on their scoring drive. So I don't remember if that was the field goal. I think it was the field goal. Um, it happens, I guess. Really sucks because we had them pinned up. Um, the other scoring drive, we had, I believe it was a third down. We sent the all-out blitz, smacked Cassel in the face, throws up a duck, a wounded duck prayer. Our D-back doesn't turn around, doesn't see the ball, and their wide receiver does, comes back and makes a catch, and it was a big gain. So defensive wise, Cassel did throw for 311 yards, completed 27 out of 36. Very similar numbers as Orton, except for the total of yards. Was able to get downfield. Had the big play to their tight end late in the game. That was a 58-yarder. Uh, Threw two touchdowns like Orton, but zero interceptions. Um, It would have been nice. I thought our defense played very good, especially when you come to see that this is the second week in a row that we had our three best players that didn't play in the game: Champ Bailey, Elvis Dumerville, and DJ Williams. Um, you got to think that if our three best defenders are on the field, we win that game. We should have won the game anyways. It sucks being a Monday morning, and it's a should have Monday morning, but that's just how it is. Um, Going on, we'll get to what I think lost the game because I thought our team played pretty damn well. Um, it was the field goal, not the field goal attempt, going for it on 4th and 1, and it's a numbers game that I expect Fox to how he plays conservative. I was really expecting him to kick the field goal when he called the timeout. Prater was already on the field. He called the timeout, and I knew that he was going to go for it. And look, I had Willis McGahee on my fantasy team this week, and nobody would have loved him to get into that end zone more than me. But it was a bad call, even if it was 6 inches to get there. It's a numbers game. We're up by 4 points. If we were up by 3 points, I would say maybe okay, go ahead. But 4 points gives you the touchdown lead. They can come down and score on you. It's all right. The best they can do is tie it up because they're not going to go for two. Um, the number of things that could go wrong when you go for it on their 4th down. We've seen it last. I mean, it happens in every week. A lot of games, people get stopped at the goal line. Happened in the Philadelphia game yesterday. Happened in a couple times in the Buffalo New England game. It happens. It's pretty much a 50-50 shot. Uh, I mean, that could happen. You could fumble, turn it over, throw an interception, turn it over. The one good thing that could happen is you score the touchdown. But there's just too many bad things that can happen and leave there with no points. When if you kick the field goal, Prater's not going to miss that field goal. It's less than an extra point. You have the 7-point lead. It was right after the turnover, which as soon as you get the turnover, you know you have the ball in field position. Nice play by Von Miller. Nice to see him force a sack and get around the corner. As I said, it would have been nice if we had our three best players and had Dumerville come around the corner and Champ Bailey back there, and I don't think that he would have nearly as many passing yards as Hasselback did. DJ Williams, one of our best players on defense. Getting off subject, but okay, I was talking field goal. All right, we got the turnover, and as soon as we get the turnover, you know we're going to be up at least 7. We can run down some clock. Our defense has played good all day long. They've gotten some plays, but we buckled down. Like I said, their 2 scoring drives came off of lucky plays where they were able to get a couple lucky breaks. It happens in games. But our defense played very well throughout the whole game, I thought, especially with those 3 people down. So at that point, you have to have faith in your defense and go up for the touchdown score. It's a numbers game. If we had 3 points, maybe I would even go for it then, because extra or field goal then would only give you the 6-point lead, and if they score the touchdown, you'd still be down, and you'd still have to be coming down for the field goal, for the tie or the win. It would be for the win in that situation, but I just don't like it. Didn't like it one bit. Didn't like it one bit. So I think that play call lost the game. Right before I got on here, I went to Broncos.com to see what John Fox had to say about it, and he says he'll do it again next week. If you're up by 4 points, do not do it again next week. I hope that we're in the situation against Green Bay next week that we can do that. But no, don't. Do not do that. Take the touchdown lead late in a ball game where we're eating up clock and our defense is playing good. This is going a little longer, faster on the time than I thought. So I'm just going to go through here real quick. I like a lot of what John Fox did in the game. Started passing in the second half, did pretty good. Just that one play call I thought was terrible. Um, After that, they had some big plays. I brought up they had the big 58-yarder to the tight end. Joe Mays was on man-to-man coverage. I love Joe Mays. He's great at stopping the run. Cannot pass defend. He just physically is not able to keep up with tight ends. He's a smaller guy. He can't. It's um, just something he cannot do on passing downs. We might have to try to switch him out for somebody else. DJ Williams was in there. It would be interesting to see if DJ played middle linebacker all last year. If they could switch those two people on long or throwing situations. Not saying that DJ might not have gotten burnt too, but he wouldn't get burnt by that much. Joe Mays was just way behind. I love Joe Mays. Like I said, he's a great run stopper. Just can't. He just physically cannot keep up with tight ends and pass coverage. Um, let's go through here. The field goal I brought it up. It would have been really nice to get this win. Got Green Bay next week. Would have been nice to be 2-1, beating Tennessee, who beat Baltimore the week before. Who a lot of people have Baltimore going to the Super Bowl. It would have shown that we could play with anybody. I still think we kind of can play with anybody, and we'll find out next week because the best is coming into our house. Well, I'm not sure where the game's at. Didn't look at the schedule, but we're playing the best next week, and it would be nice to be 2-1 right now instead of 1-2. It's going to be a hard game for us to win next week, but it's why it's the NFL. Maybe we can win it. Maybe it will give us the jump start that we needed. I thought that this win would have given us the jump start to show everybody what we could do. Unfortunately, it didn't come out. And when I'm trying to say that I blame it all on this one play, there's in a football game, there's normally 5 or 6 plays that change the outcome of the game. The missed net punt where he ran was probably another one. The long pass that he threw up as a prayer was another one. There's more than just that one play, but I thought that even with the other mistakes, the other things that had happened in the game, if we would have kicked the field goal, we could have won. Even on that drive at the end, uh, instead of forcing driving just to make the score, we would be going for the win with a field goal there. Maybe play calling would have been a little bit different, and I just didn't like that decision. And then I forgot to go back to it. Another thing about the fourth down: bring Tebow into the game. We haven't had a good red zone offense for a long time. Run the exact same play if you want to run the same play. Let Tebow hand the ball off, because at least then the outside backers have to represent that, oh crap, Tebow might be able to run around to the outside. They can't sell out on the middle. It would open up the middle of the field a little bit more. Backers would have to step back and recognize that Tebow is a threat. Orton wasn't a threat. It was a handoff right from the get-go. They plugged the middle. Even if you run in, like I said, run the exact same play, just let Tebow hand the ball off to him. I would have liked that better. I would have liked that better on third down. Or, we had a first and goal. We have a Tebow package, supposedly. I don't know what the hate is about him, but I just didn't like the play calling down there. And that was another thing. Put Tebow in. We have more options to work with at that line and down in distance. Kick the damn field goal in the first place. This is all through. I went through my notes real quick. I gotta start making my stuff a little longer. I only got 40 some seconds. Green Bay next week. It's going to be a test, a real test. Hopefully we can play with them. I think that we can play with about anybody in the NFL. I think we showed some things. I don't know. I like John Fox. There's a lot more I was going to get into. I just didn't like that play call there. Kick the field goal. Maybe the plays would have been different. Maybe Orton's pass wasn't tipped. Maybe we could have been running off the clock instead of trying to hurry once we got down to their field position. Um, I think we